Alright, so that was your practice tempo for a play-along run-through of Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. The tempo was set at quarter note equals 72 on the metronome. Let's start with the 5 chord shapes that are used in this song. So we're starting with a good old-fashioned C chord, where you can tell with ring finger on 5th string, middle finger on 4th string, and pointer finger on 2nd. Then we're playing a G/B chord, which is middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string and pinky on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Keep in mind, I'm counting the capo as 0. Then there's an A minor 7 chord where you're playing an open 5th string, but you're playing your middle finger on the 4th string on the 2nd fret and the pointer finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Then we're going to get a D7 over F sharp where the middle finger plays the 2nd fret on the top string. The ring finger plays the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and the pointer finger plays the 1st fret on the 2nd string. Then you're going to get kind of this makeshift G. There's a lot of different ways to play G, but this one has the middle finger on the top on the 3rd fret on the 6th string, and the ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And finally, we get a good old-fashioned E minor chord where the middle finger's on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and the ring finger's on the 4th fret of the 4th string. Now, what's really cool about the picking pattern on the picking hand is you are literally only using thumb and middle finger the whole time, just back and forth, thumb and middle. Go back and review the tab again if you want to notice that. It's just thumb and middle the whole time, back and forth rotating between bass notes and treble notes like this. Over and over again on every chord. And it just depends on how many strings and what strings you're using in each chord. That will help you get through all of that. Here's another friendly reminder, just like I remind my students. I taught you all the parts to the song, but not necessarily giving you the exact number of times they do each section, the exact order of the song. That's for you to go listen and find out. Remember, when you're learning music, half of the battle is just listening and being able to play back what you hear. So take the parts that you're learning and go listen to the song and figure out how to put them together in the correct order. But really, you have 2 main sections, right? One is that intro where you have the C, then the G/B, A minor 7, back to G/B. And that really goes over and over again in the intro and in the verse, over and over again. It's very repetitive, very drony, which is, you know, it's really nice. It's really cool, just kind of a steady drony pattern. That makes up most of it. And then really that transition happens as you go from an A minor 7 one time that eventually turns into a D7 over F sharp. But I want to show you something cool about that transition. So when that A minor 7 first goes to a D7 over F sharp, the pointer finger on the second string is going to stay put as the middle finger goes up and the ring finger comes down. You can go back and look at this D7 over F sharp shape if you need to. So again, A minor 7, pointer finger stays put as you go to the D7 over F sharp. And then as we go to the G, the middle finger just goes up a fret and the ring finger just comes down here. And then as you go back to the D7 over F sharp again, you just bring that middle finger back and get back into that shape. And then it'll go to E minor where your middle finger comes down one and your ring finger goes up one. Look at that. Then after it gets to the E minor, it's just right back into that C and right back into the intro part. So the beginning was a practice tempo for play-along purposes, but I will go ahead and give you what I think the finished product should sound like, as follows. So enjoy playing this level 2 version of LANDSLIDE that I put together for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave comments for me down below. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Give me a like just in case. I've got a whole lot more beautiful fingerstyle coming up for you. Thanks again for stopping by.